Hello friends, I am Dr. Madhukar Jadhav. In previous lecture, we have seen the introduction of total station, then principle of total station, then different parts of the total station and the accessories which are required when using the total station. In this lecture, we are going to study the distance measurement with the help of total station, then angle measurement, then data processing, then advantages of the total station, and finally the different applications of total station. So first of all, operation of total station. The total station contains delicate electronic components. They are not as rugged as ordinary theodolite, or we can say 20-second transit theodolite, because it is an electronics instrument, and as we know, computer and whatever the calculators, or we can say mobiles, these are the delicate instrument. So we have to handle this total station also in a similar way as we are handling our mobiles and other delicate instruments. They must be packed and transported carefully, handled gently, and carefully removed from the boxes or cases which are given by the manufacturer. The setting of total station over the station mark is similar to an ordinary theodolite, and the different steps which includes centering, leveling, and the removal of parallax. So as we have seen in case of dumpy level or in case of theodolite, first of all we have to set the instrument at a given station, then we have to level it, properly center it, and then we have to remove the parallax so that the object which we want to sight, it should be clearly visible, and that's why we have to center the total station properly on a given we can say given point or given station with the help of optical plummet which is provided with the total station. Then accurate leveling of total station with the help of foot screw. In a similar fashion as we have done in case of dumpy level, we have to do the leveling of total station, and then whatever the eyepiece is there, by turning or rotating the eyepiece, we have to remove the parallax so that the images will be a clear one. Next, total station are controlled with entire entries made either through their built-in keyboard or through the keyboard of handheld data collector. So generally total station may have built-in keyboard or through the keyboard of handheld data collector. So through these two we can operate the total station. Details for operating each individual total station vary somewhat and therefore are not described here, because depending upon the manufacturer to manufacturer, there may be different functional keys and all these things. So we have to see the manual to know the different functional keys of a particular total station. The accuracy achieved with the total station is mainly depends upon operator procedure of careful centering and the leveling of the instrument. Similar manner, in case of dumpy level, leveling is accurate. Also in theodolite, leveling is accurate and centering is accurate. So if there is error in the centering, then whatever the horizontal angle, vertical angle which we will measure with the total station, there may be chances of error in the measurements of different angles. Then accurate pointing or accurate bisecting is also important as that of dumpy level or theodolite. Otherwise there may be chances of error. Then by taking average of the multiple angle measurements made both by direct and reverse position, we can get the accurate value of measurement, maybe angle or maybe distance. Next one, important operations of total station. First of all, measurement of distances. Now for measurement of either horizontal distance or vertical distance, whatever the idiom which is installed in total station, that we have to use for measurement of distances. So electronic distance measuring instrument is a major part of the theodolite. With that we can measure the distances. In case of total station, the range may be 2.8 kilometer to 4.2 kilometer. Again, it depends upon the type of total station. The accuracy of measurement varies from 5 mm to 10 mm per kilometer measurement of distances. They are used with automatic target recognizer, means we have to place the target at a point between which we want to measure the distance. The distance measured is always sloping distance as far as total station is concerned, and in the instrument there is a facility to convert that distance to horizontal one. The processor is capable of applying temperature and pressure corrections to the measurement if atmospheric temperature and pressure are supplied. Mostly when we are using the instrument in very cold climate or in very high climate, accordingly we have to apply the temperature, atmospheric pressure also, so that whatever the waves which are traveling through the instrument, that will be accurate one if we apply these corrections, and then whatever the distances angles measured will be the accurate one. So we have to apply these corrections depending upon the atmospheric conditions prevailing in that area. Next slide. Angle measurement. The electronic theodolite part of total station is used for measuring vertical and horizontal angles. For measurement of horizontal angles by any convenient direction may be taken as a reference direction. For vertical angle measurement, vertical upward direction is taken as a reference. It is also called as a zenith direction. The accuracy of angle measurement varies from 2 to 6 seconds. Next one is data processing. This instrument is provided with an inbuilt microprocessor. The microprocessor averages the multiple observations which we have made. With the help of slope, distance and vertical and horizontal angles measured, when height of axis of the instrument and the targets are supplied, the microprocessor computes the horizontal distances and the x, y and z coordinates of the different station points. Next one. Display of the total station. Electronic display unit is capable of displaying various values when respective keys are pressed. The system is capable of displaying horizontal distance, vertical distance, horizontal and vertical angles, difference in elevation of two observed points, and all the three coordinates of the observed points. So whatever the display panel which is given in total station, on that display panel we will get whatever the survey which we have done. Next one, electronic book. So each point data can be stored in an electronic notebook like a compact disc. The capacity of electronic notebook varies from 200 points to 400 points data. Surveyor can unload the data stored in notebook to computer and reuse the notebook again. Next one. Advantages of using total station. The following are some of the major advantages of using total station over the conventional surveying instruments. So first advantage, field work is carried out very fast. Accuracy of measurement is very high. So with the help of total station, whatever the time required for survey, it will be very less. Then accuracy is very high in case of measurement of angles as well as in case of measurement of distances. Manual errors involved in reading and recording are eliminated. Since we are not recording any reading, all readings are stored in the electronic field book, so not necessity or there will not be any manual errors. Calculation of coordinates is very fast and accurate because it is calculated by the computer which is inbuilt in the total station. Even corrections for temperature and pressure are automatically applied to the observed readings. Computer can be employed for map making and plotting contour and cross sections. Contour interval and scales can be changed in within a short period of time, we can say. So, if the data is supplied to the computer and by using different softwares, we can plot the contour map or we can plot different maps by using whatever the area which we have surveyed. Next one, applications of total station. There are many other facilities which are available in the total station. It can be used for the following different purposes. First one, a detailed survey of any area or a collection of data from a particular area, we can use the total station. Next one, for control survey or you can say traverse survey. So, we can locate the boundary points of the traverse with the help of total station with very accurately. Height measurement or we can say remote elevation measurements. Sometimes what happens, we want to measure the height of remote point. So, in this case we can use total station for measurement of REM, that is remote elevation measurement. Next one, fixing of missing pillars. If suppose any missing pillar is there, then we can find out the position of that particular missing pillar or we can say setting out or stake out operation by using total station. Then resection means for finding out the instrument station. If instrument station is missing is called as a resection. Then area calculations or area measurements can be done accurately with the help of total station. And last one, remote distance measurement, RDM, or missing line measurement. If suppose any line is missing from a traverse, that missing distances of that missing line can be calculated by using total station. So, nowadays everywhere mostly we are using total station for survey purpose. So, this is all about total station. Thank you.